welcome to HBFT Gaming. I'm HBFT and we are back again with X4 Foundations. That's right. Last time that we played, we were able to clear out the Yucky quest line, and since then I was playing a little bit more. Didn't realize that I'd be streaming it so soon, and I've done quite a lot since the last time. So I'd like to kind of take you along with me because after all, I'd like to focus on the Boron quest line. Apparently there's a lot to unlock on our path to discovering Kingdom's End and reuniting the rest of the galaxy together. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got in front of us. So last time that we had kind of gone through and explored, we had focused on getting ships, building up our empire, stuff like that, but we didn't really have any other space stations other than the player HQ. So one thing that I've done since then, I've dabbled in creating my very first space station. Loose animals vaporized on site? What kind of a place is that? Okay, that was unexpected. I didn't realize that we were all of a sudden against PETA. That's kind of strange. Well, right now we've got solar farm. So it's my very first station. We've got a singular dock. We've got 2 solid storage containers. Well, not solid, I guess container storage. And then we've got 3 different energy production arrays. So this has actually been doing pretty well for me. If we look at the transaction logs, you'll see that it's actually consistently been able to make some sales. So it's been able to generate some profit and work on our managerial abilities. So that's been really great. Right in front of me, I got the Kuro Okami. I just actually, I wouldn't say completed, but I've gone past a certain milestone with another space station that I've been working on in the form of 18 Billion's General Store. Bunnies better watch out. What's up, Leritic? So here is their 18 billion general store. I've just tacked on a bunch of stuff. So if we look at plan build, you'll see it looks strange. I don't know. I put like one of everything on this thing, and I'm not too sure what to think about it yet, but it's finally started to generate a little bit of money. So I'm kind of excited about that. I even made a mistake and I used a Terran module, but actually, if we look at it, we've got 1 graphene production unit, 1 superfluid coolant production unit, silicon wafer and refined metals, and then 1 of each storage, as well as a large pier, and of course a standard dock. Now, what's the point? The point is that eventually I'd like to build some ships, so I'm just trying to build up the base so that we'll have some infrastructure to allow us to do so. So what that means, if you look at what this thing can do, it's able to generate a little bit of cash on the side through the use of traders. So you'll see that we've got a lot of crane E's. So these are large miners out working for us, and you can see them in the distance out here in 18 billion. We've got quite a presence. And then we've even got a trader. Now, I didn't realize that the traders are so important to stations in order to let them run. They go around and they actually sell your goods to other places. Makes sense, right? I just thought that, you know, traders are going to come on by, they're going to come to our station, they're going to buy things. But it seems like if we've got a trader that's able to get on out to the customer and sell the goods straight to their doorstep, that's like ideal, because not everyone has the infrastructure to go out and purchase things. So that's actually been really great. And I'm actually thinking of getting more traders and stacking on the general store. If we look at our funds here, overall, you'll notice that we've been getting ticks from both the 18 billion general store, our Bunny League headquarters selling energy cells, and our solar farm. So we've been able to generate quite a decent amount of cash despite purchases like this where I bought another miner, right? So overall pretty good. Let's commit space war crimes. That's the idea, right? Oh, the animal vaporization protocol. I don't know what that's all about. But you're right. I better get out of here, right? I better get out of here. So we've been able to get some cash. So other than just taking over ships and stuff like that, it's been really great. But that's not the only thing. You'll notice that we've got a lot of money. We have 58 million credits. Now, that's not a lot of money by other player standards, but by my standards, compared to when we had like 100,000, that's a lot. So you're probably wondering, how the heck did I do that? Well, the bunnies were saying that when it came to, you know, really cool ships, that there are really big ships out there that I might want to get. And I kind of got myself an Asgard. So if I teleport over there, because, oh, I forgot. In research, I've unlocked everything that I can at the moment. So that's pretty darn awesome. Oh, wow. We have, oh, nice. We have more cash. Okay, great. It's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket and you don't know where it came from. Well, this is an Asgard from the inside. I was curious about it, and I wanted to get it. We took our 5-star pilot, our buddy Shinneman, and we put him on it. And if you look at this vessel, this is the vessel. So this is the one with a giant rail gun. Well, actually, I don't know if it's a rail gun. It's an XL weapon that can do stuff. I haven't actually used it. Right now, it's protecting our new space station. That's about it, yeah. Our Katana Bandit is all grown up. I don't know about that, Istvan. Welcome back. I don't know about all grown up, but I have one of these, and I'm pretty excited about it, yeah. You'll probably notice some other things as well.
Honshu.
We have a Honshu, so that's a resupply vessel.
Sin.
Obviously, we have the Sin, the BSS Crutches, which came from the Yaki Questline.
Osaka.
And we have an Osaka, the BSS Big Guns, yeah? So
Asgard.
we've got I named the Asgard the Hammer. I guess it only made sense to me. So we've got one of each of these. Now, how did I get these things? So the very first thing that I did was I looked up Asgard. How do you get Asgard? And I found something called flyby boarding. I tried that once. That's how I got this. I don't think I'll be doing that necessarily the same way in the future because it felt a little, even to me, maybe a little bit like cheating. But that's how I got this. And then the other Osaka over here, and especially the resupply vessels, I found out that if you've got the Cigaris Pioneers, you can get your, I guess, boarding vessel, just park right next to them. They don't really have defenses, and the Cigaris Pioneers don't really seem to care. So I'm picking on the Pioneers, and whatever they had, I took. So essentially, I went over to the Shuyaku, Borders Without Borders. I brought it right next to a supply vessel, and then I just said, go and board this thing. They took it over. I stripped it, sold it, got like 60 million. So we got a lot of cash, and that helped us to build up some facilities and stuff like that. And I kind of have ourselves just parked out here in Cigaris Pioneer space because there's a lot of other things that I can get as well, like construction vessels. These sell for quite a lot, maybe like 30 million across all of the goods that they've got on board and stuff like that. So it's been pretty good. It's a giant laser. It's very slow. It is very, very slow. So right now, what we have as far as our fleet goes, obviously we have our Fox, right? And that has the Mako on top of it. The Fox itself is parked on top of our Asgard, and the Asgard obviously has other people protecting it. We've got the Sin, we've got the Osaka, and then we've got the Honshu, which basically these all came from the Pioneers. But the Pioneers still like us, believe it or not. You just kind of sit there and watch the construction vessels spin around while your people board it. It's pretty awesome. And then I don't even have to run away. I just kind of sit there and take the blasts with missiles on my shields because the shields are too strong and they can't really damage us. So overall, it's been pretty good. So that's what I've been up to since then. We've got quite a lot. So there's two things I'd like to do, right? So one, I want to continue with the Boron quest line to reunite Kingdom's End with all of the provinces adrift. And then number two, I want to take back a Zenin sector and try to help out the Yaki, because the last time that we completed the Yaki quest line, I believe it's out here in like Savage Spur. So you'll notice that we've got the Yaki pirate base, and it is in danger because it's surrounded by Zenin everywhere. And there's actually another quest line right here. I believe it's called, is it Heart for Pirates? Yeah, eliminate all Zenin in the specified systems. I want to do this, but I'm not in a position to do that yet. So on the side, I'd like to build up a force so that we can actually check that out. I don't know how that's going to work, but I think it'll be really cool. And that's kind of why I started to build out the Asgard strike fleet and stuff like that. Hey, Jaga, good to see you. High five. So with that having been said, let's go ahead. We're just going to let our space stations kind of sit and build up cash in the background. And in the meantime, we're going to push forward with the Boron quest line so that we can kind of expand our reach out to the west. So you'll notice, I think I just have to teleport back to our Gumption's Gambit. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And that's going to jump us all the way to the Boron shipyard. So if I hit R, it's going to snap us all the way out to the Great Reef. Are we helping the space fishies? That's right. We're helping the space fishies while we just protect our stations out in 18 billion. Yeah. So
entering system. Great
here we are.
Reef.
We're in the Great Reef. This is what we have going on right now. And what our next objective is, I believe we've got to go to an inactive gate. I'm not too familiar with what we got going on. Gosh, I also hear so much about the split. I want to do that as well because I haven't really built up any sort of relations with them, and that would be really cool. But one thing at a time, one thing at a time. So let's go for it, yeah? The Star Wars. Oh, yeah, Star Wars Interworlds. I keep hearing about that. So cool. Borons are so cute. They really are. I like how polite they are. They really, really remind me of, if you ever played Professor Layton games, so those are like puzzle detective type games, kind of in the line of Ace Attorney or something like that. They remind me of Luke, if you know the little boy detective who's helping out Professor Layton. They really remind me of Luke. They're talking about gentlemen, and they're so adorable, and I absolutely love them. So here we go. We are now in the Gumption's Gambit, the Kura Okami. We've got a bunch of Yaki service crew on board, all able crewmen. And we're gonna take a look at an inactive jump gate. Yeah, the Gumption is an amazing ship. It really is. It already came busted and buffed out, right? It's pretty awesome. I waited too much with the split missions. One of their faction ended. Oh, really, Mad Child? Holy crap. Wow, they fell to the Zenin, is that right? Holy moly. Well, maybe we should push with the Boron and on the side, like, help out the split. How did you help out the split, by the way? Is that the ones by Dalbusta? The one that we were looking at earlier? I'm curious if we just gotta funnel money to them, or maybe I can I park my Asgard in their space? Does that work?
Entering system.
Ooh, where are we at?
Sanctuary of Darkness.
Oh god. Sanctuary of Darkness is a system known for its many hazards. Stay in the mineral regions marked in red to avoid your ship taking damage. Oh, that's odd. We gotta stay in red. Okay, well let me... Oh boy. Oh boy, that's not good. Okay, hang on. Let's slow this down.
Sanctuary of Darkness. According to our archives, there was once a Xenon presence hereabouts in the network. I wonder what befell them.
Well...
Oh, is that so? Then we were quite lucky that our systems were not connected directly to a Xenon stronghold. There is no way we would have survived, given the state of our military.
No kidding. I only got the mission from Busta. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Mad Child.
Be careful. Take great care when navigating. We must honor our word and avoid the Kark. You will also need to be cautious of the region's other hazards.
Other hazards?
I recommend that you stick close to the asteroids. They seem to be an exceptional indicator of where your ship will not be armed.
Okay. Okay, there's lightning. What's happening? Additionally, you can also identify these mineral regions visually by paying attention to where asteroids are located in space. Okay, well, we see a lot of asteroids here. That's a plus. And we got to stick to the red, they said, right? So here's the red. I almost feel like I should throw out some satellites just so that I can keep an eye on what is red and what is not. So, tell you what. I mean, the music's awesome. So we're going to go ahead and deploy a satellite for a moment. Advanced satellite. It is dubious. Yes. It is very dubious. All right, so this is going to hopefully allow us to spot the red more easily, right? So we might need to just like dash from here to here. So let me go ahead and mark guidance, and we're going to manually push ourselves straight into this position.
Empty space.
And apparently it seems like the darkness, when we go across the darkness, we're going to get hurt, right? So hopefully we'll be able to take that small burst of space. No problem. They'll go into dark space. Well, what if I cut across? Is it that bad? Just stay in the map. There are 2 routes. You never have to leave the red. Oh, really? Well, I kind of want to see. 30. So we're cutting across the darkness right now. I'm not seeing any issues yet. So cut it. Cut it. We haven't taken any damage as far as I can tell. I'm just looking at the shield line right here, if you're curious. And let's go ahead and slow down. It can damage you, but it can also trigger Ka'ak. Oh, really? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. Where are we at? Oh, we shot right past. I'm in the dark right now. No idea how strong it is. Okay, well, let's get over this way.
Autopilot.
We'll autopilot back into the red. And where am I headed again? If I look at our mission, it says blazing the trail, find the inactive jump gate.
Disengage.
All right, well, we'll set another waypoint here and go. Just don't try the same with the tide. What's avarice, by the way? when you say adverse. The red is asteroid area supposed to scatter the Ka'ak sensors. Okay. It looks like... I almost want to throw down another satellite right here. Ooh, boy, what happened? I'm assuming I dipped into the darkness there. All right, let's hold. There's the gate. There's the gate. All right, let's go in and deploy another satellite. Oh my God, what's happening? All right, satellites out. Is this 7 point? Hey, super cool ant. 7.5. Is there a way to check? I'm not sure. Oh, are you talking about the beta that you have to sign up for? If it's a special beta you have to sign up for, then I don't think so.
Perhaps locating the jump gate would be easier if you were to use your ship's long-range scanner.
It's right there. I see it visually. It's okay. We got this.
There it is. Approach the jump gate in the cell. Try to get a reading.
A reading. We'll switch over to scan mode. And apparently this thing is inactive. So we're just trying to figure out, I guess, all the potential gates to get to Kingdom's End, I believe. And let's slow our roll. Coming off the side.